I'm just here to show up, and when I do show up, I show out for sure. That belt coming out. Hopefully he bring his too with that belt coming out. I like to thank Al Heyman, PBC, Tom Brown, and I like to thank Tank himself. You know what I'm saying? He cash cow, head honcho, gave me the opportunity. That's Boogie.
Fight, you know what I mean? Lamont coming with his best, I'm coming with my best, and right here is the top of the DMV area, just on the stage period. So even on the undercard, the Gary Russells and things like that, they definitely a part of the DMV and things like that. So we got great.
Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach completed media work before their rematch today. Everything that remained after the judges declared their bout on March 1st to be a draw was encapsulated in the face-off. It demonstrated their intense hostility, hatred, and conflict as Lamont Roach prepares to ruin Gervonta Davis's unbeaten record, in addition to tarnishing his boxing career, as he did in their first encounter by giving him their first draw.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he's got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you in the.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family.
Though many boxing fans believe Gervonta Davis is the only one who can defeat Roach, Gervonta Davis is also looking forward to the return of the fiery knockout puncher in him that will not only defeat Roach, but also give him a devastating knockout like the other 28 fighters he destroyed before the final bell. Comes into this bout with the need for vengeance because, despite being the favorite and having only gone the distance twice in his career, boxing fans view Gervonta Davis as the boxer seeking retribution since Lamont Roach damaged his record.
Great talent, fighting on the card Saturday night. So I just want to be here and give it my all. I'm grateful and happy to be a part of this event and be able to be at this level in my career. So I want to just say thank y'all for coming out and see y'all Saturday night, and thank everybody.
Well, the reality is that Lamont Roach was the one who was deceived throughout the battle. If there is going to be retaliation, it should come from Lamont Roach, who lost the biggest victory of his career due to a moment of negligence on the part of boxing's dishonest officials. The draw resulted from the judges, referee, World Boxing Association, and New York State Athletic Commission all working together to encourage foul play during the fight.
Enough separation where this don't happen again.
Whew, that's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't give me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you?
What makes this matchup especially compelling is the potential gateway. It opens for a trilogy, something Gervonta "Tank" Davis has never experienced. Despite rumors of rematches with past opponents like Ryan Garcia and Isaac "Pitbull" Cruz, nothing has materialized. That changed when Lamont Roach entered the picture and defied expectations. Many assumed a rematch would mirror their first encounter, but Roach's performance proved otherwise. Technically and mentally, Roach matches Davis blow for blow, and his standout trait is his granite chin. He absorbed Davis's hardest punches as if they were light jabs. The evenly matched skill sets and Roach's durability give real weight to the idea of a trilogy. For a fighter like Davis, who has dominated without ever needing to revisit a foe, this could be the storyline that finally demands a round two. and maybe even a round 3.
Will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. Just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
Tank may lose this rematch if he relies too much on his knockout ability. Instead, he should merely box and figure out a way to win. Unlike other dogs, Lamont Roach is a dog who cannot be knocked unconscious. During the bout, Tank was really the one who was snagged by Lamont Roach's hook. Tank, who is accustomed to boxers running away from his blows, will always find it difficult to keep up with Lamont's love of staying in the pocket, right in the middle of the storm.
Locked up. Is he strong? Tell that man too small, bro. Y'all in the same weight class.
That's a new weight class for me.
Up.
A new weight class for me.
That's what I'm saying. That night y'all was in the same weight class. And you still feel like you too small?
He was too small.
Dang.
You just call him a spade. No disrespect, no nothing. He was just too small. I've been in there with some big guys.
After one of the most contentious boxing contests in recent memory, there is a lot to see in the rematch, and the face-off is only the start of a war that will intensify until August. The whole boxing world was waiting for Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. to fight again on March 1st, so that the majority draw ruling from the previous bout could be forgotten.
Let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he open to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%. Again? It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. They say they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay.
I love for it to be in DC.
The rematch between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach is rapidly taking shape, with both camps eager to run it back. Sports Illustrated's Chris Manx reported that Davis vs. Roach 2 could take place as early as June 21st in Las Vegas, with a date and venue nearly finalized. The buzz around the rematch has ignited debate across social media, with fans split on who will come out on top in the second clash. While many back Davis to retain dominance, Roach has his share of supporters. One ex-user posted 2 photos from their first bout, declaring, "Roach is beating that guy again, mate." With both fighters being world-class talents, anticipation is building for what promises to be another thrilling showdown inside the ring. The rematch could be one of the summer's biggest boxing events.
Boxing fan, that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we take it?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's gonna be soon. I'm hoping it's gonna be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Another admirer showed their preference for Roach by posting a gif of a cockroach brandishing a lightsaber. For the rematch, other supporters are supporting Davis. One fan commented, "I think Tank will make adjustments and win the rematch, but I thought Roach won the first 115-113. Tank, another, said, "I think Roach will be very competitive, but Tank will knock him out in the later rounds." As the anticipated rematch date approaches, the excitement around this bout will only increase.
Doing that. You go look at Tank all in fight. That was the first fight in a long time when Tank first started. His body was that defined. You see how his body looked?
Yeah. And you waited at what?
Regarding the first fight, Gervonta Davis and colleagues were expecting it to be just another typical night in the pugilistic workplace this past weekend. Team Davis never seemed alarmed or uneasy when his matchup with Lamont Roach was revealed. Although Roach held a championship and was a well-known figure with a more than acceptable record, he was seen as the smaller guy and a significant underdog. Roach battled as if he had a point to prove. He boxed brilliantly from the outside from the start. He had no problem when Davis had him give up the jab and fight from the inside.
Skillful fighter. He can fight from the area. In that DMV area, there's a lot of talent, and nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to lose. So I knew it was going to be a hard fight. This has been going on forever. We all help each other. They know our strength. They know our secrets. We know theirs, and vice versa. So that is what made for a good fight. I thought it was a great fight, spirited fight, and I like to see it.
The final bell echoed through Brooklyn's Barclays Center. The crowd stood in stunned silence. After 36 minutes of non-stop action, no one could confidently predict the winner. Team Davis watched anxiously as the scorecards were read. When the decision was announced, a majority draw, the smiles faded. For the first time in his professional career, Gervonta Davis left the ring without a win. Backstage, he slumped into a chair, disappointment written all over his face. His team, including Barry Hunter, who stepped in as lead trainer for Calvin Ford, was visibly frustrated. Hunter believed the judges got it wrong. From his viewpoint, Davis had done enough to earn the victory, even if the fight was far from easy. He had to dig deep, Hunter admitted. But despite their effort, Team Davis was forced to accept a result they didn't agree with.
Like I would say in the second half of the fight. Well, I knew he would be hungry. I knew he was going to fight extremely hard. I told you earlier Lamont Roach was ever a cheat day. So we knew that going into this fight. I thought there were times, there were opportunities when we were inside. We should have took advantage of a few things on the inside. But for the most part, this was a fight based on strategy. This was a fight, actually,
certain that Davis transformed a close fight into a decisive victory in the last rounds, but there would be no need in being bold about it. To lighten the mood, Hunter added, "We take our hats off to the other side." However, I believed that the final 2 rounds clinched the deal. I believed we succeeded. Gervonta Davis's best chance of winning the rematch is if he practices as hard as he claimed to after the bout.
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that, but it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need what it's called? Yeah, man.
After the disappointing draw with Lamont Roach, he said that he would only be taking a week off from boxing to recuperate and recover before starting up again in a week.
Man. I didn't know what round it was. Facts.
Tank Eric Blum from DailyMail.com. First off, your coach just said, can you confirm, did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah. I ran water over it today, but I must say do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out of?
What? I say 9th round.
You said 9th?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look, he looked at night.
I'm sorry.